everybody, Larry Sharpe here. I am here in Malone, Franklin County. Correct? Did I get it right? Franklin County, doing my my go live again here, and I seem to have some kids behind me. I am outside, and I'm not wearing a mask 6 feet away, except for kids who don't seem to care about social distancing at all. But yes, they're here. We have a little kid. Thank you all for coming, by the way, and thank you for having your kids jumping around in here. Now we have a full show. So thank you for that. So yes, why am I here? I am here again because crossing this state matters. The idea that state and local politics are sometimes getting ignored because of the bigger picture is the wrong answer. Don't get me wrong. I'm very happy we have Joe Jorgensen running as the president candidate. And I hope you all vote for her. At the same time, local also matters, right? People running at the state level, people running at the county level, all these things matter. The thing that's happening right now with most of the candidates running, they are yelling and screaming, I'm not the other, but they're not giving you an answer. I'm going to talk about an answer that matters to a lot of people in New York State, and that is how in the world do we fix this budget? Our budget is being trashed. Am I right? That means yes. So yes, I'm correct. Our budget is being absolutely trashed. Right? Am I right? Okay, she's not really interested. She's just teasing me. Okay.
Fix the roads, they're trash.
And fix the roads too. Yes. So thanks for her. I will bring up two things: fixing our budget and fixing our roads. I will grab both of those. In fact, you know what? I'm going to go to roads first because she brought up roads, but the budget's actually harder. So I'll take the easier question first. How in the world can we fix roads without raising our budget? How can we fix roads without actually having to spend more money? Very simple way. Who's fixing roads right now?
Nobody.
Actually, Domino's Pizza is. Domino's Pizza is out there fixing roads. Why would Domino's Pizza want to fix roads? Tell me why.
Delivery. Pizza delivery.
Pizza delivery, right? Their workers, their cars go over all those roads. And they have better roads than their delivery cars, take less damage, so they want to fix roads. So how do they make money on that? Well, what they do, they actually decide to put their name and their logo on the actual patch. So Domino's Pizza is fixing roads. I have an idea. How about instead of being angry at them, we encourage them. I'm getting claps already. Thank you. We encourage them to fix the roads even more. We allow Domino's Pizza to fix the roads. And as they begin to fix them on roads, instead of just having their patch on the actual road, we allow them to adopt the entire part of a road. So Domino's Pizza can adopt the part of the road. We would have this adopt the road when it comes to cleaning up roads, right? So they repair it. They fix it. They begin to fix roads. What's going to happen once Domino's Pizza starts fixing roads? What's going to happen next, guys? When you see all these Domino's Pizzas fixing the roads, what's going to happen? People start ordering for Domino's, right? And when more money goes to Domino's, what else happens?
I would say competition.
Competition comes up. Yes, it does.
Everybody else wants to.
Pizza Hut says, I want my pizza. Of course, I will. Whoever is the next one, right? Papa John's, they all want it, right? McDonald's, Burger King, Taco Bell, they all want it, right? So now they also can begin to fix the roads. So now we allow them also to fix the roads. They adopt the highway. They start fixing the roads. But here's the issue. We still inspect. We still inspect the roads. That's a critical piece. We inspect the roads while they're fixing them. Now you might say, but Larry, they'll only fix certain roads. They'll only fix the roads that, work for their people or the wealthy people roads. Maybe, I don't know if that's true, but who cares? If they do, we haven't fired the people who fix the roads normally. They still exist. We haven't got rid of them. They're still here. So what does that mean? They can now service other people. So now everyone gets better service. The roads get repaired. We pay no extra taxes. That's the glory. And if all of a sudden Domino's and McDonald's and Taco Bell start fixing all of the roads, let's hope that happens. It'd be amazing. We can then end the budget for road repair. Wouldn't that be amazing? We can actually save taxpayer money. But Larry, those jobs will go away. And those people who fix the roads will lose their jobs. No, they won't. Who will hire them? Taco Bell and McDonald's and Domino's. They have to have people who know how to fix roads. So now instead of us paying for it, someone else does. And these are corporations that are literally dropping billions with a B, billions of dollars on marketing anyway. It's part of their budget already. So they can spend more money in their marketing budget fixing our infrastructure. We save money and get better service. So yes, my dear, we should fix the roads. And I just gave you an answer on how to fix the roads. And I didn't just go, we gotta fix them, we gotta support them, and just say that and nothing else. Or just instead say, Trump is great or Trump is evil, which is what everyone else always says. I gave you an actual answer to fix the roads. But now to your earlier point we asked about earlier here. How do you fix the budget? Oh my God, the budget's a disaster. New York State was $6 billion in deficit before COVID. Now it's over $60 billion deficit now since COVID. Just the MTA in New York City requires over $10 billion. Just the MTA in New York City only. We are in trouble. We are in deep trouble. How do you fix that? Well, first thing you do is you have to fix education. How do you do that? You do it with a coin. You do it with an actual cryptocurrency coin, a New York City coin, New York State coin. New York State coin. Now, what people always say, well, New York State coin, that's nice to make a coin. Who's going to use the coin, right? The coin's got to be usable. Yes, which is why you change education. The budget for the education, the budget in New York State is about $60 billion, about what our deficit is. So if I all of a sudden get rid of our education budget, I've just solved this problem. How do I do that? I pay for schooling, which we must pay for according to our Constitution. We must pay for grades 1 through 12. I pay it with the cryptocurrency. Now, I pay it with the New York coin. Now, you might say, well, Larry, how are they going to, I don't understand the cryptocurrency. Link it to the dollar if you want to make it equal to a dollar. And will people use that coin? Yes, because the New York State education system is a massive budget and is a massive deal contract. Books, toilet paper, crayons, insert thing here. People want that money. They will use the coin. They will accept the coin, even in neighboring states. The coin immediately goes into circulation right away. But Larry, is that a violation of our Constitution? How can we make money? Great. First off, sue me. Number two, is it's going to benefit our state. Two, it's cryptocurrency. So who says it's a currency? I'll see you in court. I will do it because right away what happens is as soon as you do that, you end school tax. If you end school tax in New York State, for most people in New York State, your property tax is cut by at least half. Imagine your property tax being cut in half. You know what happened? People would stop leaving our state. People would stay in our state. They would stay here. Some would actually move back. Rents would stabilize or go down because the tax went down. So rents would either stabilize or with competition, it would go down. All of a sudden, people start going back to our state. People come back to our state, what happens? We raise our tax revenue by default because people come back to our state. This idea is an actual idea that will solve our budget problem, fix our education budget. Why? Right now, education, if you know this, is made in a situation where when they get their budget, if they don't spend it, they lose it. Now, it's a very simple answer. How many kids do you have in your school district? Times X number of dollars. There's your New York State coin. Good luck. You spend it, awesome. You don't spend it, save it. Doesn't matter. You want to invest it. What about speculating? Enjoy school district. Do what you got to do. Make your money. But Larry, because of COVID, I would rather have a school district where I have more homeschooling or I have more private school. Awesome. Let's create a rebate. So a rebate. Maybe $4,500 credit. Something like that. I made the number up. And you can do it even if you wanted to in New York coin. Do the $4,500 rebate in New York coin. How much would private school begin to cost in New York State per year? $4,500. That's correct. It'll cost whatever that because it's government money. It'll cost that. Now, not just that. What if you private? What if you homeschool? Another rebate for that too. Now people private school. But the rule is you're still paying for, right? This is still paying for. So you can private school or homeschool, but you would still be able to use the facilities of your local school. Why? They're getting paid you anyway, it's not as much. It's a rebate. So you could homeschool your kid and still be in the football team. You could private school your kid and still be in the math club. The school takes a trip to Spain, do it. Take it to Spain with your class, graduate with your class if you want to. All great. Right now in New York State, if you don't go to a public school, you cannot get a high school diploma. Most don't know that. You can only get a GED. But why not? Get a high school diploma. Solves our budget issue, solves our education issue. But something else. Once we start paying directly out of the state with the coin, all the federal and state mandates go away for our local school districts. All the strings attached go away for our school districts, which means all those administrators, all those jobs go away. The average school teacher in New York State makes about $80,000 a year, skewed by New York City, obviously. And the average administrator makes double that, over $150,000. Many of those administrators are people who are basically checking boxes for state and federal mandates. Many of them are doing that. They're doing it. And mandates for testing, which also go away. They don't require testing. What do I hear all the time when I cross the state? Why aren't we teaching civics? Why aren't we teaching home ec? Why aren't we teaching economics? Why aren't we teaching these things? I'll tell you why. Not on the test. The test is math and English skills. That's what the test is. You do that because that's how the government gives you money. That mandate goes away. You can have civics in your classroom if you want to. You can have economics in your classroom if you want to. Locally, you can. But Larry, locally, there'll be a problem. People make mistakes. Yes. And when they do, other counties and other districts will learn from them, and they'll get better and stronger. Instead, what do? We make a statewide mandate across the entire state. Best example of that, Common Core. Common Core was a disaster across the state, and all kids paid for it. The reality of it is, some of you may not know this, some kids actually learn better on Common Core. There's a small percentage of children who learn better on Common Core. So why in the world aren't we giving teachers the leeway? Let's not get rid of Common Core. Let's just have Common Core as another tool for a teacher to use. If that teacher has a student who works best with Common Core, teach them Common Core. Awesome. And if not, don't. I don't care how your kid learns 2 + 2 is 4. Just learn 2 + 2 is 4. However your kid does it, all good. You knew that, right? You know 2 + 2 is 4? You knew that, right? Yes, she knew that. So she's already got it. So my point being, this is how we fix education and fix the budget. Otherwise, if we don't do this, state upon state, after this COVID disaster, the response to COVID is going to start to go bankrupt. There's no way around it. You can't bail out New York State for $60 billion 7, 8, 10 years in a row. It doesn't work. At one point, we just go under. And I keep saying New York State's going to go under in 2023. If Trump wins the election, Trump is not going to support Cuomo, in which case Cuomo will begin to punish people to the best of his ability. He will first punish people who are pensioners who are not in New York State. If you don't live in New York State, he's going to hammer your pension. That's how he's going to keep money in New York State just long enough to win his election in 2022 so he can take us to bankruptcy in 2023. He'll first start with pensioners who don't live in New York State. Then he'll start with pensioners who live in New York State, because people who are over 65 tend to vote more conservative than Democrat. So he's not going to punish his base. He will punish conservative base. That's what he'll do. If Trump loses the election and Biden wins, Biden will bail him out for 2 years until he can win his election. Then he'll take us to bankruptcy in 2023. The way to fix that is by voting gold. I took 2 random things, guys, 2 random things, and I gave you actual answers. The Libertarian Party, the Liberty Movement, is the only party that has actual answers. They can reach across the aisle to find actual answers and solutions. The Dems and Republicans don't do it. They point their finger at the other, blame the other, and solve nothing. We can solve problems. This is the year to vote gold, guys. Vote gold this year. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you for coming. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you. You guys can clap if you want to or not. Thank you. Good. Oh, hold on. Good. Jump. Say hi.
Hello. All right.
There we go. Bye, guys.